Welcome to Samsung Galaxy Unpacked.
Samsung's flagship cycle quietly moves forward once again, and this time the long wait has officially begun. According to a new update shared by well-known leaker S26, the Samsung Galaxy S26 series is expected to follow Samsung's familiar flagship rhythm, with an unveiling planned for February at a Galaxy Unpacked event, followed by retail availability in March. While Samsung hasn't made any formal announcement yet, this timeline aligns perfectly with the company's recent launch strategy, making it feel less like a prediction and more like an early confirmation of what's coming next. S26 clarified that the Galaxy S26 series will once again debut on Samsung's biggest global stage, Galaxy Unpacked, reinforcing that the company is sticking to its proven formula rather than experimenting with major scheduling changes. This suggests Samsung is prioritizing stability and consistency for its next flagship generation, something that often signals a strong focus on refinement rather than rushed innovation. Even though the Galaxy S26 series is still months away, this early timeline confirmation marks the real beginning of the hype cycle. Samsung has officially stepped into a new era of mobile processing, and this time it's not just hype. With the arrival of the Exynos 2600, Samsung is making a bold statement that it is ready to redefine its in-house chipset legacy. This processor isn't being positioned as a minor upgrade, it's being framed as a turning point, a reset moment for Exynos, and a serious contender for next-generation flagship phones.
It's time to express the exceptional. Introducing the Exynos 2600.
According to reliable leaker Anthony, this is Samsung's first smartphone chipset built on a 2nm gate-all-around process. The Exynos 2600 comes with a brand new CPU architecture based on Cortex-C1 cores. Graphics are handled by the new Eclipse 960 GPU, which is expected to deliver a noticeable jump in gaming and visual performance compared to earlier Exynos chips. Samsung is also addressing one of Exynos' long-standing weaknesses with the introduction of a heat path block, a new thermal design aimed at reducing overheating and performance throttling. As a result, the Exynos 2600 is said to run up to 16% cooler, making it more reliable during heavy usage like gaming and video recording. On the AI side, the chipset includes a powerful 32K Mac NPU, offering up to 113% faster AI performance compared to the Exynos 2500. It also supports LPDDR5X memory, UFS 4.1 storage, and camera sensors up to 320 megapixels, clearly showing that Samsung is building this chip with future Galaxy flagships in mind. Overall, Samsung is reportedly delivering a 39% CPU boost and a 50% GPU improvement, making the Exynos 2600 look like a serious comeback chip that could power selected models in the Galaxy S26 series. If these claims hold true in real-world usage, Exynos may finally be ready to compete at the top level again. These cores are based on ARM's new Lumex platform, which is designed not just for raw speed, but also for significantly faster AI performance. On the graphics side, Samsung appears to be going all in. The Exynos 2600 reportedly packs an AMD-powered Eclipse 960 GPU codenamed Juno, built on the RDNA architecture and clocked at 985 MHz. It supports modern graphics APIs including OpenGL ES 3.2, OpenCL 3.0, and Vulkan 1.3, making it ready for next-gen mobile gaming and heavy GPU workloads. Earlier reports even suggested that this GPU could outperform Qualcomm's latest Adreno 840, though real-world results may still vary. Shared by Anthony, the new Geekbench results show the Exynos 2600 hitting a massive 3455 in single-core and 11621 in multi-core performance, instantly putting it into true flagship territory. But the real surprise is that this chip is doing all of this while reportedly running 30% cooler than the Exynos 2500, which is a huge breakthrough for Samsung's long-criticized thermal efficiency. Samsung might have just unlocked the most stunning Galaxy S26 Ultra moment yet, and it comes in colors that are already breaking the internet. Today we finally have our clearest look at Samsung's 2026 flagship in not one, but 4 premium finishes. And yes, the new purple shade is absolutely stealing the show. This entire leak comes from Anthony, one of the most reliable voices when it comes to early color palettes. And according to him, the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is expected to arrive in white, silver, black, and purple, a lineup that looks way more refined compared to last year. When you look closely at these renders, the design immediately hits different. The white and silver options bring that clean, ultra-minimal vibe Samsung is known for, while black gives the phone that stealth flagship feel. And then comes the purple, the one everyone is talking about. Anthony shared an individual preview earlier showcasing a deep, matte violet tone with a very premium finish, and honestly, it fits the S26 Ultra design perfectly. The camera rings pop out beautifully, the back looks more uniform and modern, and the entire device simply feels like a luxury model built to stand out. Now, of course, these are early color representations and not official confirmations from Samsung, but when someone like Anthony shares a lineup like this, it usually points toward real internal testing. Samsung is clearly going for a more curated and iconic palette for 2026, fewer colors but stronger visual identity. And if purple ends up being the hero color of the S26 Ultra, this might be the most photogenic Samsung flagship we've seen in years. Samsung has accidentally given us an early look at the entire Galaxy S26 lineup, thanks to a surprising reveal inside its own One UI 8.5 software. The internal build includes images that clearly show the Galaxy S26, Galaxy S26 Plus, and the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Inside the update, 3 codenames appear: M1, M2, and M3. According to reports, M1 and M2 represent the Galaxy S26 and S26 Plus, while M3 corresponds to the Galaxy S26 Ultra. This aligns perfectly with what reliable leakers have been reporting for months. The Galaxy S26 and S26 Plus feature a triple camera setup, arranged vertically inside a compact camera island. The overall design is simple, modern, and very much in line with Samsung's recent aesthetic. It also closely matches the early renders shared by well-known leaker OnLeaks. Meanwhile, the Galaxy S26 Ultra stands out with a larger, more defined camera island. It includes 3 primary cameras stacked vertically, accompanied by 2 additional sensors on the side. This layout fully supports earlier leaks and makes it clear that Samsung is sticking to the iconic Ultra design language. Samsung has officially confirmed the Exynos 2600, and this might be the most dramatic shift we've seen in Samsung's chipset strategy in years. After months of silence, Samsung has finally stepped forward with a bold teaser, calling its next-gen processor optimized at every level, hinting at a complete redesign rather than a small upgrade. Anthony was the first to react, calling it a silent killer, and honestly that description fits perfectly, because nothing about this launch feels ordinary. Samsung's short teaser shows a glowing particle-bursting cube with the words optimized at every level, making it clear that the company is aiming for a clean break from past Exynos struggles. Jason then delivered the full confirmation, quoting Samsung's internal message. In silence we listened, refined at the core, optimized at every level, to express the exceptional. The next Exynos is coming. This alone tells you Samsung is not just launching a chip, they're trying to rebuild trust. According to Jason, the Exynos 2600 will be built on Samsung's advanced 2nm process, making it smaller, more efficient, and far more capable than previous Exynos generations. And this time it's a fully integrated system-on-chip design where the CPU, GPU, and NPU all live inside a single package for tighter communication and less power loss. But the biggest shock is Samsung's new heat pass block HPB technology. Instead of stacking DRAM on top of the chip like older Exynos models, Samsung has moved the DRAM next to the application processor within the same package. This structural shift massively improves heat dissipation, allowing the chip to run cooler, sustain high performance for longer, and avoid the thermal throttling that Exynos was heavily criticized for in the past. Today we're looking at not one but 2 massive breakthroughs for the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, the final color renders and the brand new Project Killshot wallpapers, both surfacing from 2 different leak channels, and together they paint the clearest picture yet of Samsung's next flagship. Let's start with the color renders, because these images reveal the S26 Ultra in a full lineup of stunning shades: matte black, bright orange, navy blue, silver, sky blue, and a bold red finish. Each one shows Samsung moving toward a smoother, more refined build, softer corners, a cleaner camera ring layout, and a minimalistic back panel that feels premium without trying too hard. But then the second leak hit, and it absolutely blew up the internet. A brand new codename dropped by WR3COL3S, claiming this is based on real internal work from their team. The wallpapers are clean, curved, and gradient-heavy, clearly designed around the S26 Ultra's new softer edges. And right in the center, a bold focus mark, a symbolic crosshair representing Samsung's sharp, locked-in identity for their 2026 flagship.